with that, we'll answer any questions you guys have.
But I haven't seen too much, you know, you assume it's mostly vanilla what we saw in the kickoff return stuff. But now, just because of the Friday game, is it a little bit of help to see 4 teams that are going to do it for real?
Yeah, I think you venture into a little bit more of the unknown, right? There was an unknown when we went into preseason game number 1, and now that the regular season has started, it'll be interesting to see, especially tonight, you know, Baltimore, Kansas City, get a couple data points, see what they do, and then, you know, Green Bay and Philadelphia. So I still think at the end of the day, this comes down to, are you able to beat blocks? Are you able to tackle? Are you able to block their people? And so we're just hoping to get some opportunities. Marvin's done a great job. We're really excited to let him loose.
This season opener, tough game on the road. Is this the sort of game where you talk to your guys about, hey, if we can make a big play, potentially swing things?
Yeah, I think when you go out on the road like that, anything that you can do to steal the momentum back to your side of the ledger is important. You know, whether that's a long punt, a good coverage where you flip the field, maybe it's a big kick, maybe it's a block, whatever that might be. So our guys have worked hard. I'm excited to watch the group go out there and watch the work pay off because they've been working really hard and they're excited. So I'm fired up to watch them go on Sunday.
As the season went on last year, teams started consciously punting away from Marvin Mims and giving him fewer opportunities. Are there things you can do to try to counter that to increase things?
Yeah, there's a couple tactics and schemes that you can end up doing to hope that they deliver the ball to him. We want to get the ball in his hands. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, really excited about him having the opportunity to build on what he did last year, and he's looked phenomenal here in the training camp. So there's a couple things that we would end up, doing there. Their punter's a good player, Pro Bowl guy a handful of years ago. So just like I mentioned, they've got a good group, and it starts and stops with the specialists, and Dixon does a very good job.
In terms of the internal evaluation, when obviously you want the ball in Marvin's hands, but how much do you regard that as a win when you force a team to almost kind of punt scared almost?
Yeah, that would be a good thing, right? So at the end of the day, we want to take the ball over in the best field position that we can, and so if we can force a errant punt, either through a rush or a scheme where the net on their punt is very low, we would want that. So at the end of the day, when they're delivering the ball to us in the punt game, we want to take the ball over in the most advantageous position. And if it is a poor punt, we would take that, or it's one of the long return that Marvin had last year because he had a bunch of them.
Coach, when you go on the road, how do you determine Will Lutz's field goal range at road spots?
Yeah, so we look at that in the pregame, but that's constant. A lot of times people say, "Hey, this is what the line is," but we know throughout the course of a 3-hour game, the conditions change. Whether it be the wind or whatever. So those conditions. So we get a good gauge early, through our pregame workout, and then we're always in constant communication. Myself to Will, and then myself to Coach, as far as, hey, this is where we're at. Whether we're in range to execute that play.